hello there. Now, to explain the conflicts that characterize the drive for the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. Now, there are two parties in this scene, the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. Now, the Federalists were people who wanted to ratify the Constitution. These people included people like George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, and James Madison. The Anti-Federalists were those who did not want to ratify the Constitution because they felt that it restricted the citizens too much and there was too much room for tyranny. The Federalists were composed of mainly wealthy, land-owning citizens who believed themselves to be the elitist group and those groups that should govern. Favored a strong central government and wanted a two-house system that is detached from the people. These people held mainly pro-British ideals and rejected some of the French philosophies of government. The Anti-Federalists were farmers, shopkeepers, and laborers who wanted a more for-the-people type government that will be closer to the people, a participatory democracy. These people viewed the elitist group as corrupt and protect their individual rights. They wanted a government that was closer to the people, so that there would be no tyrannical abuses of power. These people held mainly pro-French ideals of government, which was ideas like John Locke's citizens being born with natural and equal rights. And so the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists clashed into some key states for the ratification of the Constitution. Thus, debate broke out in some key states. Federalists such as James Madison and Alexander Hamilton wrote a series of essays called the Federalist Papers, urging the ratification of the Constitution in an anti-federalist state such as Anti-Federalist New York. The Anti-Federalists came up with a series of responses by people such as Brutus and Cato in retaliation to essays. Ultimately, the Constitution was ratified as only 9 out of 13 states had to ratify the Constitution, and most ratified the Constitution with the addition of the Bill of Rights, the 1 through 10 amendments that included freedom of speech and Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. And this really helped many of the Anti-Federalist states to ratify the Constitution because they now had some rights that could not be infringed upon. Now, an example, today, the Republicans and the Democrats, because the Republicans being the Federalists, as they want a more detached government from the people. And the Democrats being anti-federalist because they want a more government that helped the people and interacted with them more. Now, many believe that it could be switched, and it could be switched on issues like the NSA, because Republicans are the anti-federalists there, and think that they should be more into the people's lives and interact with people more to protect the strong central government, and the Democrats being the being the federalists in that situation because they want a more free, detached type style of government. Thank you. This has been another horrible production. See you until next time. Goodbye.